us with one final thing to do. It's our one and done selection. Sia Nejad currently in last, 943,000. He is trying to make up some ground, gentlemen, and he's gone with Justin Rose. That's right, Justin Rose to try to make up a little bit of ground, 943,000. The closest person in his sights is you, Kyle, 975,000. Your one and done selection for this week is?
I think it was Scott.
I think it was too. You haven't used him yet?
No.
No, you haven't.
Yeah, I actually, honestly, when I was looking at this, I was pretty close to taking Rom. I got scared because like you can't pick Rom here unless like if you pick Rom and he doesn't win, you're cooked. Like,
yeah,
it's over.
Even like second place is brutal.
Yeah, it's Vince Carter gift time. So I got a little scared at the end and I just went with Scheffler.
Fair enough. All right, Greg, there is a big gap between yourself and Kyle. It's 2.3 million for you in total. So I see a familiar name making your one and done list for this week.
Yeah, again, it's Corey Connors this week. Kyle played him last week. A couple things went into it. I figured it would be a little different. I'm not sure how many guys are going to play Corey this week, but I think the desert is going to be kind to him this week. So Corey Connors.
I'm going with Matthew Wolff. I have 2.7 million. We've got a lot of there's a big possibility for some movement this week. Sia on an island by himself, Greg on an island by himself. I'm on an island by myself. Producer Jacob, get in here. 3.2 million. You, sir, also on an island by yourself?
I am on an island by myself. If you read the bottom scroll, you know who it is.
Ricky Fowler.
It is Ricky Fowler himself. Some of the usual suspects that you could go to, like a Scotty Scheffler or a Corey Connors, I've already used. So I'm going to take Fowler here. And, full disclosure, I didn't get to do a lot of research this week. And then my email this afternoon pops up the Rick Run Good weekly email where he's a little high on Mr. Fowler. So you could probably just start, like secretly tipping picks and I'll probably be gullible enough. Like you could throw in really, you could, like, if you wanted to play like 40 level chess, you could just throw in a player that you say you're high on, but you're not. And then I'll probably just pick them. So
it never works in golf anyway. It'd be some scrub who hasn't made a cut in 10 weeks and he goes out and wins the golf tournament.
It's like me picking Stuart Sink at the Tournament of Champions last year, and then he leads after like half,
right.
Just leading the event.
My dream.
It's like when people on the early ed shows, like they tell us that they're going to fade our picks whenever we're like 50-50 and you're like, well, you're laying minus 140. So you're still going to lose money no matter what you do.
Ricky Fowler for producer Jacob. He's at 3.2 million. Also at 3.2 million is the coach. Now the coach had himself a big week last week with Russell Henley, made a big jump, and he is going with Scotty Scheffler this week. So that's the only two of the entire one and done that match, Coach and Kyle. And we're all chasing you, Mark. You're at 4.6 million. You're 1.4 clear of the coach. There's a lot of possibilities behind you with different guys that can kind of bridge that gap a little bit. Who are you going with?
First off, need to bounce back from my first miscut last week. And I don't like 3-round cuts. It's always a volatile sort of a thing. And my short list was Abe Anser, Corey Connors, and Keith Mitchell. And I had Tony Finau on that list, and I just decided in the end, I just think he's the shining star of the bunch. He's played well around there. He's contended around this place. I think it's time for Tony to shine.
Going for the jugular.
Where else would you use Finau? Anywhere.
No,
right?
Maybe at Torrey.
Phoenix?
I like Finau at Torrey
Phoenix?
next week. Phoenix, yeah. No, I think it's great.
Phoenix.
I think the standings here is, Mark has so much money at this point. Like I think Coach is like in a normal like lead, right? At 3. I think 3.2 would be a normal lead at this time of year, and Mark is just like house money right now. So if you put Like if Finau wins this week, it might be over. Like that might be it.
Stop talking, Kyle.
What did we
You
do?
made that
Jacob?
mistake last week, bro.
What was the winning number last year, Jacob? What was the?
I
What did?
can-
It was me, by the way, but it was like $10 million bucks. or
Nice.
something.
It was 9 something, wasn't it?
So that's
Halfway there?
you're already halfway
Yeah.
there.
We haven't played any majors.
11.5.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
still,
So
it's
Rick had
pretty good
11.5, Mark 10.7, Greg 10.3.
Yeah,
I'll
but we
stop.
played double money at the Tour Championship. You better make the rules now.
We have
Uh,
it. We have it. It's double the Memphis payout.
All right, cool.
So first
The
place
other thing is we had
3.6.
6 majors last year.
Also true.
It's a big deal. Mark's
Also the-
chipping away at it.
Also, first place for the players is like $27 million this year.
Whoever, if
Yeah,
you get that
it's
one
gonna be
right, you
difficult to
are
pick that one.
in prime
Holy cow.
shape. Mark's going with Tony Finau. Coach and Kyle are going with Scotty Scheffler. Jacob's going with Ricky Fowler. I'm going with Matthew Wolf. Greg is going with Corey Connors. And Sia Najad is going with Justin Rose. That will conclude our one and done segment. And it will conclude our mega preview pod for this week's American Express, unless there's any final thoughts, but they got to be quick. No, and no.